In the women's flyweight division, and your first fight of the night at UFC 298, you got Andrea Lee coming in at 13-8, taking on Miranda Maverick, who comes in at 14-5. Don't let the records confuse you. Both of these fighters are capable of winning. Now, Lee is 3 inches taller at 5'6". She's 35, though. Maverick just 26, so Maverick's not even in her prime yet. She's entering it as we speak. Lee, 4-inch reach advantage, 70-66. She fights right-handed. Maverick is a southpaw. Andrea Lee, 4.9 significant strikes per minute to 3.7 for Maverick. But Maverick, well, they both can land takedowns, but Maverick lands like 1 takedown per round, just shy of that. On average, Andrea Lee lands like 2 every 3 rounds, so the takedown game is relatively close, and Lee is more active on the feet. But Andrea Lee, 54% takedown defense, that's not going to cut it, but Maverick, 42%. So look for the takedown game to thrive here if necessary. Andrea Lee has lost 3 in a row to Natalia Silva, decision. Macy Barber, split decision. Not a bad loss considering she had 5 takedowns in that fight. And lost a decision to Vivian Araujo, where she gave up 3 takedowns to 1. So lost 3, but all by decision. She did beat Cynthia Calvillo by KO and Antonina Shevchenko by submission. So she's capable. Now Maverick, on the other hand, is coming off the win over Priscilla Caixeta by submission. Lost to Jasmine Jasudavicius by decision, and beat Shani Young and Sabina Mazo by decision. And Mazo she beat by submission, so she's won 3 of the last 4. And again, both fighters are very capable of winning this fight. And again, and maybe that's why our predictions have been rough this year, I look at the numbers and what I think, and then I peek at the odds, and I'm almost all the time going with the underdog, as I will here. I think Andrea Lee's going to pull this thing out. She's more active on the feet, right? She defends takedowns slightly better than Maverick and can land takedowns. I mean, it's 2.4 versus 1.8 over the course of 3 rounds. So you're looking at Maverick potentially landing 1 more takedown. If she can do that, if Maverick can land 3 takedowns and get 6 minutes of control to Andrea Lee's 2 takedowns and 3 minutes of control, she can win this fight, and I think this is what the odds makers are looking at. But I think Andrea Lee will defend takedowns better than expected, even though she's 3 inches taller. It's hard to defend takedowns against a shorter opponent, right? Because they're already low to the ground, and they can get that head on the hip. So Andrea Lee has got to defend the takedowns and somehow try to find a way to win this fight. Now, she's lost 3 in a row, and her back is against the wall. That's why I like her to win. Andrea Lee wins by decision on significant strikes. Takedowns probably 2-2, 3 or 4 minutes of control for each. But Andrea Lee sneaks out a victory here by decision and move to 14-8, in my opinion. Women's flyweight division, UFC 298.